Liverpool are suffering injury after injury to their players, and one of the main reasons why they're in an injury crisis is because all of the big injuries at the club are in one position, and that is centre-back. Previously, Joe Gomez and also Virgil van Dijk, both centre-back starting pairings, suffered ACL injuries, and now we've got Matip, who's reportedly suffered from a grade 3 groin strain. If you don't know me already, my name is Matip and I'm a medical student from London interested in sports medicine. If you enjoy this sort of content, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on videos in the future, and you can join our community here on YouTube. After this, check out my video on Virgil van Dijk's ACL injury analysis, where we look at the mechanism of injury and how it actually happened. According to a few reports I've read, Matip's injury is a grade 3 groin injury with a predicted recovery time of 3 to 4 months. With this expected time frame, some people are predicting that Matip will not be able to play the rest of the season, and Liverpool will have to continue with the pairing of Fabinho and Williams at centre-back. Klopp himself has come out saying that Matip has suffered from adductor problems. The adduction muscles are responsible for squeezing your legs together and closing your hip. This function is seen particularly in football in 2 steps, in my opinion, on 2 stages. The first being running. So your legs have to stay in line with your body, and as a result the adductors have to be contracted to keep that in line. And secondly, more specifically I'd say, would be when kicking a ball. Throughout both stages, the acceleration phase where your legs and hips drive forward, and also the follow through phase where your leg goes across your body after making contact with the ball. These movements are primarily controlled by the muscles in the inner thigh or in the groin region. From this 3D diagram, we can see there are quite a few muscles located on the inner thigh, but I'm going to take you through a few and illustrate where the strains can potentially occur and how they can occur. The 3 main adductor muscles in this region are the adductor magnus, the adductor brevis, and the adductor longus. Very simply put, grade 3 injuries are when there's a tear or a rupture in the muscle fibres, which is a lot more serious than a grade 1 injury where there is a slight stretch. It is important to note with these muscles in particular, potentially there could even be damage to the distal portion, so the bottom part of the muscle where it attaches or inserts into a joint. This can affect primarily the tendons involved. However, Liverpool haven't been specific about, what part of the muscle is injured, but it's possible that it could be a tendon rupture or it could just simply be a muscle tear. This is unfortunate for Matip, as he was working very hard and alongside, Fabinho, who's not a natural centre-back, as they were covering for the injured Van Dijk and injured Gomez. This puts Liverpool in a very strenuous situation, as now they have only 2 centre-backs to my knowledge on the books, and as a result may be forced to even bring up youth development players to actually build up numbers in the squad. Carrick has just come out today emphasising the fact that Liverpool have to buy a centre-back in the January transfer window. Clubs knowing this now, that only increases the price, as they know a top team is now in need to contend. This was a very short video. I just wanted to outline the injury and give my initial thoughts about what potentially happened and explain what happens with the muscle fibres in a very simple manner. Let me know your thoughts on this injury, and if you agree with Carragher that, Liverpool have to buy a centre-back in the January transfer window, and if they do, who? Thank you to everyone who's joined our community recently. Before my next video, feel free to check out my more detailed video on Virgil van Dijk's ACL injury, which happened in the Merseyside derby a few months ago when Pickford came colliding in and recklessly took out Van Dijk. Apart from that, I want to say hope you enjoyed. Feel free to ask me any questions below, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.